Hello, I'm Dr. Brian Abelson from Kinetic Health. We're going to go over some stretches for the superficial back line. When I talk about superficial back line, I'll just get you to turn here, Nikki, towards there. I'm talking about all the structures and their interconnections from the bottom of the foot all the way up. So basically these are anatomical structures that are connected through fascia and connective tissue. And we're talking right from the bottom of the foot up through the calves, the hamstrings, into the erector spinae, all the way up the back, right into the neck, and right up into the head. So we want to make sure that we stretch all of these structures. Sometimes we'll have a problem here, but we won't understand that something distant from the point of symptoms is causing a problem. So we want to make sure we stretch out that entire line. Okay, Nikki, why don't we first start out with some fairly simple stuff in terms of combining, let's say, a child's pose with some hamstring stretches. Okay?
So an easy one to start off with if you haven't been stretching your hamstrings very long, or if you just want to get into the habit of stretching more. So right now we're going to focus just on the right leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your right leg out forward, you're going to bend at the waist, support with your left leg and your left hand, and you're going to bend at the waist, leading with your chest. You're going to try to get your chest down as close as you can to your shin, and then you're going to lift your toe up, pull up with your toe, and lead with your chest down, and you're going to feel it right along the back here. And you want to hold that for about 15 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to switch sides.
That's a pretty good stretch you got there. You really feel that in the back of the leg?
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. And then for the next one, everyone's heard of the downward dog. It's a very common yoga pose. Well, an easier way to do a downward dog is actually a wide base downward dog. So you're going to take your feet wider than shoulder and wider than your mat, and you're going to come down, and you're going to bring your hands down to the ground, and you're still going to try to bring your head through your arms, try to make it so your biceps are right beside your ears, and you're going to stretch back as far as you can. Make sure that your heels are on the ground. If they're up like this, you're going to be defeating the purpose of the stretch. So you want to keep them down. And as that gets easier, you can do the normal or basic of the downward dog. So you're going to do plank position. And again, try to get your heels as far as you can to the ground. And you're going to try to bring your head through your arms again, making sure to breathe.
So you're stretching all the way from your heels right up your hamstrings, your back, your neck, everything.
Everything. You can feel everything working.
Oh, that's great.
It's also good to keep your hands nice and wide. A good wide base always helps too. And then you can also do a one-legged calf stretch too in the same position. So crossing over one foot over the other, you're going to really push down on that heel, and you're going to feel all the way along the back of the calf. And make sure to switch sides as well.
You're even stretching out the Achilles quite a bit there too, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So yes, Achilles, yeah, oh, you're getting everything.
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
And then our last one we're going to do is child's pose. So coming out of downward dog, again in a high plank, bring your knees down, and you're going to set your bum back as far as you can, keeping your hands out. Try not to relax your arms or else you're not going to get the stretches deep. So you want to keep your back really stretched out, put your head to the ground, and keep breathing.
So your neck is fairly relaxed here too, isn't it?
Yes.
And I'm watching your position here, and it's not really a stressful stretch, but you really are feeling it through the shoulders though. You're not putting any tension into the neck whatsoever.
None whatsoever. You're going to feel quite a bit here in your lats as well if they're nice and tight. And also a good thing to do, if you have somebody at home with you, get them to push on your lower back. Always makes the stretch go a little bit deeper and it feels really nice.
So when you're doing this, I mean, we're getting more of the back, the shoulders, the neck. So we probably have to combine this with a hamstring stretch to actually get the whole superficial back line then.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's really good. Excellent.